Hey guys, I'm trying to figure out what exactly to say right now. I'm just gonna talk from my heart. I hope that's okay. I need to do it live, but, I haven't yet. Basically, with everything, going on, you can only do so much to save those that you love and care about. I've learned it. It hurts, but I'm learning it. I'm learning it more and more every day. Just talk to them. Pray for them. That's all you can do. If you watch your friends, you see your friends' family, everybody starts getting sick, people are dying around, that should tell you that them are the people that you need to start praying for. And it's also to show God doesn't play. There's a lot of people that don't believe that the Lord exists, and I'm telling you, He does. I got some words watching a different pastor the other day. Let me see if I can find them. And these are very specific verses. You don't believe me, go look these verses up. Hold on. My thing's being a bugger. It's my old phone, sorry. Okay. These are words about what people don't believe about the rapture. Please believe this, that if you don't, you won't go. 1. 2, if you're not looking for the Lord, He's not going to show up. And also, you will be stuck here. And you'll be stuck with those whose minds are not for God. He'll be nowhere to be found till that time when God's ready for the Lord to reveal Himself in this world again. I'm not really sure how that works. But I know. I've had several dreams about the rapture. And I promise you, it's real. I wouldn't have had it if it wasn't. But I'm going to tell you right now, I've also been showed the opposite side of it. When you didn't go and you were stuck here. Oh, dear God, you don't want that. What the armies are that are going to take over this universe. They look like they were in jumpsuits. You know, if you ever watched a horror film, Michael Myers, remember the jumpsuit he wears? It's similar to that, like that dark blue. Every single one of them had one on. I saw our presidential seal, our U.S. seal. So, we become part of that somehow. This was when I was with my ex more than probably 15, 20 years ago. Probably 20 years ago. And me and him had similar dreams. And I was shown a number, 211. It was on the back of that presidential seal. I don't know if that number meant something like to them. Or it was a specific time. Or maybe it was a Bible verse. I really don't know. But nobody wants to be here for this. And I'll tell you the most horrifying thing was the dream that I had recently. If you're stuck here and you're meant to be here, or you're meant to be here to give your life for the Lord, you will give your life for the Lord. I was given a choice when I was rounded up to denounce God. I kept saying, no, I will not. I do not denounce my Lord and my Savior. I believe in Him all the way to the end. And in this dream, even up till the time that they took me to where I was going to die at, I did not give up on God. I did not denounce my Lord and my God, my Savior. I believed in Him up till the time that they laid me down on this thing. This is what's coming. So many people denounced Him in this dream. Even friends of mine. I watched them denounce him, and I'm like, please don't. I didn't denounce him. And they put that blade there, that thing up, the guard over my neck. And I saw that blade above me, and they even gave me till then to do it. And I said, no, I don't. I said, I know where I'm going. I know where you're going. In one way or another. Yeah, you can kill my body, but you're not killing my spirit and my soul. I went to the Lord. All I remembered was that thing heading toward me, and nothing. And then, like, the next, I've had other dreams like that, like other rapture. That one was a tribulation dream. That was not a rapture dream. But those dreams should frighten people, because that crap's coming. Whatever's taking over this world, if you don't see it now, I promise you it's here. It's in your... Don't trust your family and your friends unless you test their spirit. Because a lot of them can be possessed by the devil. He jumps from person to person. Demons do. You would never know it. It would show up as an illness. I've been through this before. I know. I know what it's like. I know what it looks like. Because I've been that way. So I would know what to look for. Test those spirits. If they've changed, I guarantee you there's something not right about them. But these are the verses. And if I got them wrong, I'm sorry. Let me know. I'll open up the chat, and then I will correct them. Let me swipe all this crap off here. Sorry. This stuff. Excuse me. Yes, I'm not perfect in the Lord. I'm trying. He reminds me all the time about how I talk and all of that. So he's working with me. Don't expect to change overnight. But the fact that you give your life to the Lord is the best thing that any one person could ever do. And I guarantee you, you may seem like you're giving up things, but you're gaining eternity with the Lord, the one who died for you. There is nothing that compares to that on this planet. Nothing. 1 John 3:3, 1 Corinthians 11:31, Malachi 3:10, Acts 1:8. When I say the number after, that's the verse. Basically, these are the verses that have to do with being in the rapture, if you believe in it, and then if you don't. The ones I read latter are the ones that if you don't. Here's the ones I believe if you do, but you'll have to look them up because I separate them out a certain way as Perry Stone went through them. And yes, Perry Stone, he's an awesome evangelist, man of God to watch. I got pulled back to him after 20 years. He's a great person. So is his family. I love them all. Luke 12:45 through 46. Matthew 20, verse 30. Matthew 24, verse 46. Matthew 25, 1:13. Luke 13:23 through 25. Mark 4:1. That'll be one of the ones if you're here. And you're stuck here because you don't believe in the rapture. You believe in the mid or late, Christ returning. Where was I? Matthew, I think this is where I was. Matthew 7:14. Matthew 23:25. Matthew 13:24 through 25. And not sure where I got Matthew 22 through 23 down here, but I do. So, like I said, if any of these are incorrect, let me know. Because they are basically the rapture. And those of us that believe in it are looking for it, are being shown dreams about it. And then those of us who are going to be left here because they do not believe in it. The church doesn't believe in it or teach it. I know there's other things that I wanted to say. Basically, just try to live day to day. Do the best that you can. Pray for family and friends. Ask for discernment. Let the Lord lead you in absolutely everything that you do. I'm sorry for the what do you call it? Reflection from the TV on my glasses. I just realized it was there. Ask for discernment, in everything that you do. Because I don't know, I've tried helping a friend and it seems like I'm pushing them further away. All my job's to do is to speak to them. If, anything else is there, then God will deal with them. And we're meant to walk away sometimes. It hurts. It hurts a lot. I've had a very lonely life because of it. Because of the person that I've been. But sometimes that's all we're meant to do, Be in people's lives and then be gone. Ask the Lord what you should do for Him. It's not about us. It's not about how many houses, cars, things you can buy and own, because all this, it ain't going to mean anything. It won't mean anything when you're gone. It won't mean anything. All your phones, your TVs, it won't mean anything. If you're going to move, pray about it. Ask the Lord where you should go. Pray about everything. But please, if you don't know the Lord, give your heart and your life over to Him. It's so important. Things are going to get bad. Oh my God. Things are going to get bad. I've seen it. More than 20 years ago, I was starting to see these things. And I definitely wasn't following God. Not at all. I was shown the porn industry. How I don't know what city it was. But the TVs were facing outward. Oh, sorry about my mess. This is a trash bag over here. I got clothes and stuff in. I was shown TVs facing outward. It was showing porn. I went in there and I chewed out the shop owner. By the way, it was dark outside. It was dark, and no, it was not nighttime. And I was shown that, and I chewed out the shop owner, and I'm like, why is all this crap, why do you have this on a TV? There's kids going through here, and his excuse is like, well, they see it anyway. And I'm like, yeah, but that's no excuse for you to be showing it like this. And I'm like, I was like, you really need to have these TVs facing inward. And he's like, well, they see it when they cross here. They see it when they're at home. They see it everywhere. And I was like, since when? In my dream, it was like something new, I guess, to me. Sorry, something's bugging me over here. Stupid light bulb box closed. Oh my gosh, you dumb thing. Yeah, that's my clothes and work stuff stacked up over here, sorry. But, why is it that kids see stuff like that? And he's like, well, they're going to see it at home, and they're going to see it. He was making excuses. This was part of my dream, okay? And I'm like, okay, fine. I'm, getting tired of arguing with this person here. So I left the bloody shop because I couldn't do nothing. I think I turned the TVs around before I left because it ticked me off. And it was like an inner city, okay? Like Chicago, like New Jersey, like Detroit, like probably what Canada somewhere is. It's one of those cities. And it had cages, which is bizarre, unless this person had their windows broke and their TV stolen. Anyway, I was showing people that were hiding, okay, during this dream. This was the one that I had, like I said, way long time ago, or 20 years ago. And I had wrote it down. I've had a lot of dreams. These are so strange. I wish I told someone about them before because I didn't think that they had really meant anything. I just couldn't make sense out of them. And like, I just couldn't believe what I was seeing, what I was feeling. And like all these people, they're hiding underground. And it's like it switched in my dream. And I was handing out Bibles. And we were hiding. And I'm like, why? It's like, it's like I was thinking in my dream, why are we hiding? Why are we having to hide? And now I'm aware. This day and time made me aware that dream 20 years ago, it's relevant now. There's going to be a day and time, not long from now, that there's going to be persecution of the church to where Bibles are not going to be legal. It's going on in other countries right now. Here in the U.S., it's going to be the same. You're going to be underground. Everybody's going to be underground. And somebody's going to be hiding back. Oh, yeah, I forgot. In that dream, too, Bibles. I had paper covers over them. I had like paper, like, you know, I don't have any in here, I'm looking. Paper covers, like, you know, your paper bags that you get from the store? Like that. I had paper bags. Like over these Bibles, trying to cover the covers. And we were hiding out. And I was handing them out. And then there was one other time that I had a dream to where I didn't think this meant anything either. This was another dream to where it was like tumbleweed. And I was in a desert area. I was in a house hiding. I went looking for people. Nobody was there. I couldn't figure out what in the world was going on. And I'm like, where is everyone at? And then I was shown the moon. The moon was huge. So I'd say it was a super moon. Because it's like I went to the gym and there was like this, you know, one of them walkways that go from one side to the other. It takes you all the way through a building. I was walking through something like that. And I just kept being drawn to that bloody moon. So I kept looking at the moon. I'm like, well, it's weird. Supermoon. So I was like, but yeah, that looks a lot bigger than a supermoon. So I kept looking at that moon. And then later on, and then I was like hiding in that house. And it was like tumbleweed. Nobody was there. And I watched tumbleweed go through this desert area. And I thought, what, maybe Nevada, Arizona. I don't know where the heck it was. There was a gas station there, that house. Nobody was there. So I was hiding in this house. And it's like somebody was looking for me. And I can't remember all of it. Not without the book that I wrote it in. I'll see if I can find it. And, give you guys the dream completely, but I was hiding. Somebody was like kicking in the door and stuff, looking for me, looking for whoever was there still. And I was hiding. I'm like, what in the world's going on? And then eventually it switched and I saw the moon again. And it was a blood moon. And I saw a balcony with people standing on it. And I remember hollering at them. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. You won't come back if you go. And that moon kept getting closer and closer and closer. It's like it was fire and blood all at the same time. And I had a feeling that if they stepped off that balcony onto that moon, that they wouldn't come back. They'd be dead. And that's all I remember about that. That's all I was shown about that. But, like, take these dreams as you will. Pray for discernment. But I believe God showed me what was going on back then, now. Some of the other dreams that I told you I've had recently, I believe those are dreams for now. So please pray about it. Please pray for discernment. And if you don't know the Lord, give your heart to Him. What are you giving up? I mean, yeah, there are things you have to be giving up, because the Lord would ask that of you. Because God was perfect. Christ was perfect. He died sinless. And we are not. We are full of sin in every single way. Our hearts, our minds, what we do to other people, what we do to ourselves. Anybody that's suicidal, depression, drink too much, anything. Satan uses all these doorways. TV, our shows, our music. Please just pray for discernment and give your heart to the Lord. Because I don't believe we have a lot of time. I see what's going on in our world. What's going on in Israel. The nations joining up. Russia, Iran. Those two are mentioned in Gog and Magog. The temple's going to be rebuilt sometime next year. That's the temple that the Antichrist will sit on. I don't know if you've heard about him or not. Everybody thinks church is a bunch of fluff. I took it honestly as, not all that serious when I was a teenager. But I promised that all the things that we were told, they are so true. I've given up things. It's worth it. Just give your heart to the Lord, please. It is not that hard. Just admit that you're a sinner in your heart. The Lord hears everything. Just talk to Him. Talk to Him the way I'm talking to you. He'll hear you. He hears everything. You may not think that He's with you. He's always with us. He's never left. I thought He left me at one time, and no, that was the enemy wanting me to think that I was all by myself. The enemy wanted me to give up. Enemy wanted me to give up on my life, wanted me to give up on everything. Don't. Because you're here for this day and time, for a beautiful purpose. And for a time as this, you're here for. Give your life to the Lord. All you have to do is pray a prayer. If you don't know how to pray, just ask Him to come into your heart. Just say you're sorry to Him. Tell Him you want Him in your heart and you want Him to walk with you every day. Show you the way. Be baptized by water. In a lake. Be baptized in a church. Anything like that. And then start getting around other people like you. You'll see a difference, I promise you. And I love everybody. I love everybody that sees this. And I pray the right people see this. And as I have no fear, God asks you to have no fear. We are in the end of times. We could pray for these times to change, But we ultimately, in the end, have to pray for God's will, because it's not about us. It's about God's will, not ours. Pray for the Lord's will. Your enemies will come after you. I promise that too. But God is always with you, and God's armies are better. And God won this war, and Satan knows it. So I love you all. And I'll see you in my next recording. Don't forget what I said. Read those passages and take seriously what I'm saying, please. Because time is short. I love you. Till the next recording.